Hello and welcome to episode number 3 of the Kingdom Texas High School Football Podcast. My name is Casey and I am the founder and host of the Kingdom Texas High School Football Podcast. Today I will go through my ranking of the top 10 games I went to during the 2021 season. If you remember from last week, I went through all 31 games I went to during the 2021 season. There was a lot of great games and now it's time to rank them. Alrighty, at number 10, Katy Cinco Ranch faces off against Katy Tompkins from Rhodes Stadium in week number 5. This was both of these teams' first district game in 2021. Both of these teams were playoff teams in 2021. The game was very good. It was back and forward all night long, with Tompkins holding on to a 32-28 victory. At number 9, Pearland faces off against Pearland Dawson from Pearland Stadium in week number 11. Pearland Dawson and Pearland is a big annual rivalry. With both of these teams already playoff bound, the game was all about standings and who gets the much needed first round home playoff game. Pearland would win this game 25-23. At number 8, Liberty Hill faces off against South Oak Cliff for the 5A Division II State Championship. This was an extremely hard-hitting game. In the end, South Oak Cliff proved to be the better team with a 23-14 victory. At number 7, Atascocita faces off against Ridgepoint from U of H's TECU Stadium in the third round of the playoffs. Both teams started out slow, but as the game went on, the stars came out to play. Atascocita was able to hold on to a 24-21 win. At number 6, Houston Memorial takes on heated rival and undefeated Houston Stratford from legendary Tully Stadium in week number 8. This was a great back and forward game, a true rivalry with an incredible atmosphere and energy. Stratford was able to stay undefeated and win 24-17. At number 5, George Rams faces off against Travis in a District 20 6A rivalry game at Hall Stadium in week number 6. I talked a little bit about this game and the aftermath of effects in my previous video. Overall, this game was very good. It was back and forth, both teams making comebacks throughout the game. And after a couple of Hail Mary attempts from George Ranch, Travis was able to hold on and win 33-29. At number 4, Cy Park takes on Cy Ranch in a huge district battle at Cypress CFFCU Stadium in week number 10. This game had a lot of importance to it, as for Cy Park, a win would almost guarantee them a district title. However, if Cy Ranch was able to win, they would put themselves in the driver's seat to win the district the following week. This game would be a great back and forth game. Cy Park would jump out to an early lead as Cy Ranch would make a couple of comebacks and take the lead late. However, Cy Park would score late and win 50-43. At number 3, the Woodlands faces Katy at Rhodes Stadium in week number 4. This was as advertised as two high-powered teams doing battle early in the season. Katy would win this close game 21-14. At number 2, for the 6A Division I State Championship, Duncanville faces North Shore at AT&T Stadium. Again, this game was as advertised, a great hard-hitting game between two powerhouses. However, the defenses would really take center stage throughout the game. Ultimately, North Shore scored late to win 17-10. Finally, at number 1, the 5A Division I State Championship, Katy Paetow faces off against College Station at AT&T Stadium. This game was amazing. These were the two best teams in 5A Division I. Katy Paetow was one of my favorite teams throughout the entire year. I was a big fan of Katy Paetow and what they did offensively and defensively, and I was so happy for them for making it to the state championship game early in their history. The game was great. It was back and forward, and it needed overtime. College Station kicked the field goal in overtime, forcing Paetow to answer, and they did just that. On 4th and goal from the 1-yard line, Paetow lined it up under center and ran the ball inside to score a game-winning touchdown in overtime. The final score was 27-24 as Katy Paetow wins their first 5A Division I State Championship. Alright, that is all for today's episode. Thank you all for listening to episode number 3 of the Kingdom Texas High School Football Podcast. Episode number 4 will drop next Thursday. Again, thank you for listening. Please go like, share, and let me know what more you want to see in the comments. And do not forget to subscribe as we are gearing up and getting closer to the 2022 Texas High School football season. This is the Kingdom Texas High School Football Podcast, and I am your host, Casey. Have a great day.